All right. So now we are recording. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so I have everybody's name on here. This time, last time I forgot to add somebody, and then I did put them in there, but they had to email me saying, "Did you put me on there?"
I
Uh,
don't know, did you add anything
no, I forgot to put their stuff on there, so
in there? Oh, okay.
put their name on the actual paper. But before I submitted it, I checked it again, added it, and they saw the original final draft or the rough
Oh,
draft
okay.
and kind of freaked out. So anyway,
Gotcha.
um, we had on the introduction here. Give me a second here. Starting with the going back to the 1950s. This section right here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it also says the same thing right here, so I basically deleted that part of it. And so I was just wondering, should we take this section and just place it right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Whoops. Okay, then I was going to move the leadership to the leadership section, like this part of it.
I don't know if you looked at my introduction, but I went through and I cut out a ton of that stuff because the way we have this right here is almost too much for an introduction.
Yeah,
So,
that's what Tom said too. Did you guys see the posting about us getting 40 points on that?
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Excellent. So yeah, I figured what we could do is probably let's see, where is yours? Management control. I figured that we could actually move this to your section, or did
Well,
you just cut this out completely?
I mean, if you pull up, you know, and you can look at it, but if you look at the introduction that I have in there and compare it to what is here,
It's a you have a one-page introduction.
it's a one-page
Found it.
introduction, and it's pretty much one paragraph, and that's what I think we should almost go with. And then, I don't know, I went through a lot of it and tried to reorganize almost the whole thing. I put, instead of, you know, after planning, I went to leadership. And if you want to look through that and compare it, I spent quite a bit of time on it today, and almost feel like, you know, what I did was I split each section and started it at a page, and I even took some of the stuff out of planning and put it in other areas because whoever did planning, was that you, Mary, that did planning?
That'd be me. Yeah, I know.
I mean,
He said there's probably too much in there.
Yeah, there's some great stuff in there, so I actually took some of your stuff and put it in other sections. And then, you know, it did drop the, you know, by a page, but I think the, you know, the quality of it is a little bit better. So I don't know if you want to look at that, Eric, and just compare the whole thing that I submitted there. I pretty much went through the whole paper and, you know, re-edited, put in stuff, added, because a lot of these sections didn't even have really introductory sentences. They didn't have concluding sentences. And so I added those to each section. And I also went and reformatted all the references too. So
Hey, check this out. That's what I did today, this morning as well. I went through there and redid everything for the references. I didn't even get onto the forum today at all.
Okay.
So I made sure that everything was set up correctly.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to put yours, you know, side by side with mine, you know, yeah, so you obviously did, you know, some work there too. That would be great. And then just figure out what you want to do. I don't know. You know, whatever's fine with me. But like with the conclusion, again, it's one paragraph. It's almost a page. You know, the original conclusion was a whole bunch of paragraphs, and if you went through the conclusion this morning, great, because there was like a whole paragraph that was completely redundant with the first paragraph in the conclusion. It was the exact same stuff. So that's the stuff that he was talking about.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. One thing though about the planning, I'm sorry that we're picking on you, Mary.
That's all right. I'm used to it.
The company states, where's that section? Oh yes, the
Company states the individuality.
not everything. Starting with not everything. Where is that? Oh, everything's starting to clash together right now.
What was it in regards to the
Well, I
company
was thinking
states the
about the whole.
Are you talking about where it states the individuality?
Yeah,
may
not
include,
everything at Target Corporation is
Okay.
this whole thing right here
Oh, okay, yeah.
that I just highlighted.
About like the bat, yeah,
I was thinking about cutting that out completely because it's going into the whole ethics thing.
Well, hey, hang on. Let me pull up mine here. I used it, but I put it somewhere else. Let's see.
Okay, in yours, you still have in the planning stage, as part of the just the paragraph. Not everything at Target Corporation is all sunshine and smiles. It's in with the planning stuff, but it's not separate like its own paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see here. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean it is a little bit about ethics, but yeah, so I don't know. I guess that it's kind of a horse apiece what we do with that.
Yeah.
I think I took some of the stuff that you had put in there about Jodine Kozlik, and I put that down, part of that in the leadership.
Okay.
Because that's what she is.
Right, right.
And then I also put part of her stuff in the leadership that was right following, you know, there was kind of a biography, that was all biography of her, and then it created some of the other, you know, some of the programs she put, and I actually took that and dumped it down in part of control, because that is, you know, training and mentoring is part of management control. So I kind of split that up, if that makes any sense, Eric, where she talks about that Jodine and put like the part about her and kind of the biography of her down in leadership at the end, and then kind of tried to tie it in. You can see that if you look at mine, and then also the you know, like I said, then the things that she had created with, you know, with the, and I took her kind of with her let's see,
Some of it's in organized management. I know you talked about that.
Right.
And leadership.
Yeah, so, and then part of it was in the control area too as well. So yeah, if you want to compare that, Eric, that's fine, up to you, and you know, see what comes in there. And as far as, you know, some of that stuff with the, you know, the ethics stuff there, you know, it is essentially part of planning, because those are issues that a corporation does have to deal with. So I think that
I mean, yeah, I touched upon it, but I didn't like dwell on it, you
Right.
know, with her.
right.
Because when I looked at like other people in her roles, they really didn't congeal with anything that we were doing. I mean, they were more on the corporate, social, responsible, you know, which everything he didn't want for this report. So with her, you know, hers was probably the best thing I had. You know,
Yeah, right.
For a biography. For
And as
somebody.
far as like the you know, the National Association of Advancement of Colored People, all that stuff, you know, I mean that part of it is more ethics, but like I said, it's part of planning. I mean, corporations have to plan to deal with those, so that's why I left it in there. And it's a substantial bit, you know. I mean, it's probably half a page, 3/4 of a page of info. So I mean, that's good. Hey, Candace.
Hi, Candace.
Oh,
Hi,
you
Candace.
were there.
Bye.
Oh, goodbye.
You're on. I don't know what happened to your video, but
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and print yours off, Chris, and I'll do some comparisons, see what you've done. I'll bring that to me with work and tomorrow and see what I could do with it, and then and do some comparative stuff, and then hopefully tomorrow after I can have it posted for everybody. Everybody can take a look at it, see what I've done, intermingle your ideas with that. I did, Michelle mentioned a few things that I did correct, and little minor things that she pointed out.
okay.
And so, so I put that down, and then but I'll have it posted tomorrow evening, and hopefully everybody would have something to say by Thursday, so Friday I could actually get it done, over with, submitted by 5.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Cool. All right.
Candace, do you have anything to add to our paper?
Hi.
Hi.
No, I read over it, and I mean, other than minor grammatical things that I saw, and I said I would fix them at home because I'm still at work. I mean, I thought it flowed together really well.
All right. Yeah, once we get done, I'll run it through Grammarly several more times, and including the standard spell and grammar check through Windows, Office, or Words, whatever it's called, and then I'll basically run it through everything I can possibly think of. I'll even send it to my grandmother.
There you go.
All right.
Other than that, I got nothing else. Like I said, I'll go ahead and print yours off tonight and read through it, do a comparison thing, because I have mine. I have the draft right here that I wrote some notes on, printed off. And I'll do a comparison, and then hopefully have everything submitted to you guys tomorrow by 5, and then Thursday we'll go ahead and check the forum, see how everybody likes it, and then Friday I'll submit it by 5, just in case we need that last second adjustment on anything.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right,
Sounds good to me.
sweet.
Yay. It's almost done.
Yeah, almost there. I know.
Yay!
I know. You know, Friday night I plan on having a very large cocktail somewhere.
Ah.
I,
Yeah.
I actually went out and got myself a 15-year-old bottle of scotch, and I was waiting for hunting season, but I think I might actually open it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're starting tomorrow already. I'm going to at least wait till Friday.
Yeah.
I got to get through my other class from hell, and then, yeah. It'll be Miller time, Michelob time, you name it, I find it.
Yeah.
Slap a nipple on the bottle and just put it in your mouth and go to bed.
There
Yeah.
you go. That works for me, too.
I got to go to work on Friday, so I'm going to be in Nashville, and that's where it's going to be for me. So,
All right.
but
Yeah.
Well, just to reiterate, for those of you that are going to be watching this later on, I'll have the second rough draft posted on by tomorrow, hopefully by 5 o'clock for everybody to look over, and then I'll go ahead and see what everybody has to say, and then Friday at 5 is the deadline for me to submit it. So,
Okay.
Sounds good.
all right, guys. Well, it has been fun working with y'all.
And it has been a blast.
And yeah, it has been, and Tom was absolutely right, where this is the fun part of the class.
Yeah. Yeah.
so,
It has
yeah.
been.
So, all right, guys, I will let you know what happens later on, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good week.
Yeah, you too.